I'm Tank. I own a 79 Cruiser and I've just said yes to a trip that I know this thing can't do in its current state. Buckle in as I pull as many strings as I can to give this bucket of bolts the biggest makeover it's ever had, all in 4 short weeks. This is Off the Cuffs. Alright, welcome everybody. I'm Tank from King Chrome. We are here on this glorious winter day. It is freezing cold. The sun's out though, and that's what we love. But I've been with the business for 24 years, and over those years, the business has always been about, encouraging creativity, innovation, and honestly just having a lot of fun. So hopefully over the last couple of years, you've been following along with what we've been doing in the off-road space. Clearly you can see I'm standing in front of a car. That's all gonna make sense in a moment. So from side-by-side racing with the Evans family, to getting involved with content creators such as TJ and Mac from Shed Life, Pat Liam and Dan from Aussie Arbos, Richard from Design and Built, Timmy from Timmy Has Heart, and don't forget Pooley, that gold truck from TikTok, and that's just in the off-road space. With all that adventure happening in the off-road space with King Chrome, our mates from Forward Drive 24/7 gave me a call and said, hey Tank, how about we go on a trip, camping, forward driving, and hit the hard tracks at Coffs Harbour? So it didn't take much to twist the arm of the team at King Chrome, but the next problem was actually getting the car behind me ready for the journey. And that is going to be a huge journey in itself. You'll actually be watching this video after we've been on the trip. So the car behind me will look pretty different at that point. And I'd also say there's a really good chance it could just be stuck in the hills somewhere in Coffs Harbour and we might have to go recover it. But that could be another episode. Behind me, we've got the 79 Cruiser. You might remember that from the side-by-side Versus series, where we put it through its paces and really tested out what a 79 can do. Realistically, we thought, what better car to take on a trip with Forward Drive 24/7? And honestly, there's a list of cars that are way better than a 79 to take on a trip, but we're working with what we've got, and let's talk about the car itself. So the Land Cruiser 79 behind me is a 2010 GX model, so it's down at that base level model. It's done over 250,000 Ks. It's my personal vehicle that I've tinkered with on and off, really starting to kick it off around that COVID period and tinkering in the shed when we're all locked away. Some of the current stats on the vehicle, nothing overly impressive, but it's a 4.5 litre turbo diesel. It's got a safe tune in it, mainly for towing the race car, the side-by-side that myself and the team race. It's running on 35s, it's twin locked, so sounds like it plays a big game. Like all people with cruiser brain, I've thrown all the gear at it to make it more comfortable as a daily car. Everything from seats and consoles to a 12-volt system, and of course, cup holders. We all know that they don't come with cup holders. The tray is a homemade COVID project, which I decked out with the help of Dan and Jacko from the King Chrome racing team. It also includes the basics like a fridge, a pull-out kitchen, storage boxes, onboard air, and an awning to keep me dry in the rain. However, the truck also needs some loving. So who better to give the old 79 a bit of a birthday than all the brand partners that have sponsored King Chrome Racing over the last 3 years. So first off, we've got Brendan and the team at Wheel Pros. They're hooking us up with KMC wheels and fuel off-road tyres to tackle the tough tracks through Coffs Harbour. Jason and the team from Laser Lamps have provided us with spotties and light bars to make driving at night a breeze and much, much safer. The team at Max Tracks have hooked up the old 79 with all the recovery gear, all the essentials that you're going to need to get this through the Coffs Harbour tracks, and honestly probably recover it for most of the trip. Penrite have come to the table to keep the 79 running smoothly, or as smoothly as the 79 can, with all the lubricants, fluids and coolants to keep me on the tracks. The team at Allied Auto Online have supplied us with spare parts to ensure we're ready for the trip. As we all know, wheel bearings, swivel hubs, axles all take a punishing off-road. The suspension in the 79 has definitely seen better days, so the team at Tough Dog have been big supporters of Forward Drive 24/7, have been generous enough to the old truck, and will be fitting it out with all new suspension so I can actually ride in comfort. Once you've finished a big day of tough tracks, there's nothing better than sitting down around the campfire, having a beer with your friends, your family, and however you might be doing it. And the team from Navigator have supplied us with all the creature comfort items, such as chairs, tables, ground mats, just to make everything just that little bit more comfortable at night when you're off the tracks. Last but definitely not least is Nathan from Hack Shop Garage. Another one of our killer content creators will be branding up the 79 at his business, Camo Custom Graphics. The vehicle's actually heading there tomorrow to make this thing look a little bit better than it does right now. So realistically, that's a big list of to-dos. And as much as I'd like to think that, King Chrome's all about forward driving, camping and off-road racing, we've actually got a business to run as well. So obviously we're going to get a hand from quite a few people and help this car get out on the tracks, and I can have the best time I can with the vehicle. So we're going to be including Dan and Jacko from the King Chrome race team. They'll be helping me work on the car and get some of this stuff done. And let's not forget the team at King Chrome. All the staff, the family, everybody's getting behind this. None of this can happen without the support of the business, and I'm lucky enough to be a part of this, and guys and girls behind the camera right now are going to take you on the journey we're going to be on. So when's all this going to happen? We are literally 5 weeks out from actually hitting the road and going on the trip. So all the brand partners are currently frantically getting the items together, freighting them around the country, getting them down to us, so we can start fitting them in the workshop down at Bass with the race team and actually make this trip a reality. So stick around for the rest of this series, where we take this car and turn it into something worth taking on the trip with 4Wheel Drive 24/7, and we'll give you a little bit of a recap of how the trip went and the condition the car came back in. And let's get this done.
I'm Nathan from Camo's Custom Graphics and as well as Hackshop Garage. We're here today wrapping the King Chrome 79 series for the upcoming 4Wheel Drive 24/7 adventure. We're making it look pretty cool. It's got to look good, represent the brand properly for the upcoming episodes. We personally specialize in doing vehicle wraps and paint protection films. It is what we mainly do, and it's what we pride ourselves on. We've been working on Tank 79 for about 3 days now. We did have to strip the old wrap off, clean it, strip the car as well, bull bar accessories off, so then we can lay the new wrap on. So we've probably got another 2 more days on this car to get it ready. Well, the process, the car comes in, we scale the car up in the program, we get the design from King Chrome, we'll blow the scale up, we'll make it all into cuttable pieces, and then the car will be wrapped gloss black with the blue over the top, with all of the like tear and splashes, and then all the logos will be vinyl cut and laid on by hand. I'm gonna give this wrap 2 days before Tank destroys it. And then I'm gonna cry watching the TV because he's gonna destroy it. all my hard work gone. I love this thing. I've even polished parts for him.
Engine oils, we did front and rear diff oils, we did transfer case oils, we did the coolant.
Oh, what are you doing? Is it your first day or something, Rico? I'm a 79 Land Cruiser expert.
Yep, it was a day.